Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to I Like Pie Gaming, and it's a channel update. So, 2018 is here, and 2017, I really didn't get much done. Basically, this year, I think I'm going to try to focus on indie games. It's because I really didn't find much to play last year. That was one of my problems. It was just most of the games that came out really didn't interest me, and the games that did interest me, I was having a hard time playing as well as trying to record. So I'm not very good at that to begin with. Most of my videos really aren't that good, but there are a lot of indie games sitting out there right now that are actually pretty interesting. A lot from itch.io, some from Steam, and I finally got myself into a schedule because I got a new job, and being the insomniac that I am, and I have a horrible time getting to sleep. When you get a job where you start work at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, it's not the most fun. So it's taken me a little bit to adjust to that. I was basically getting home from work and dragging my ass. But I think it gave me a good little break to reflect, look through some of my older videos, see what seemed to be working, what didn't seem to be working. And I spent a lot of time. I basically got addicted to Crusader Kings 2 and Factorio, which, if you play those, then you basically know that, number one, they're both time sinks, and number two, they are about as addictive as crack. Basically, I'd sit there and be like, I'm going to play this for an hour, and it would basically be 3 or 4 hours. Which really makes things hard, because you're already tired and you spend all that time playing the games, and then you're like, well, I should try to record something, but then you look and it's like, I think I brought maybe 2 games on Steam last year, and one of them was the expansion to Crusader Kings. So that was basically how I felt about the year in gaming. The indie games were good. AAA titles really didn't do much for me. It really didn't. I was expecting a lot more. But you can't have every year to be a good year. Or you can expect it, but you're not going to get it. And as it is now coming into winter, as you can probably hear, I have a cold. I hope it's a cold and not freaking pneumonia or something. But being the lucky person I am, and not liking cold, and deciding to live in Canada, we have basically a blizzard coming tomorrow, or today when I put this up ish. Yeah, we have a weather bomb coming in, and Personally, I can't stand the freaking snow, but it's life. My son loves it. But I think that's about it. I'm sorry that for those of you who do follow my channel, that there really wasn't much last year. I am trying to do better. It's hard for someone like me to actually do something like this, and I'll probably explain that in my next video log. I really don't have the personality, you can say, that lends itself to doing something like this. But yeah, so I'm actually hoping that there's going to be some good games out this year. Looking at some of the ones that are already said they're coming out this year, there should be a couple of good ones that I should be able to get done. But as I said, I'll probably focus a lot on indie games for a little bit. It's because indie games would be easier for me, because in indie game I can basically sit down and record a 20-minute video and the game is done, rather than ones where I have to regularly upload a series, because series really I don't really have the time to do series right now, which is a shame, because I love the bigger games. But so if you like indie games, hang around. If my channel has disappointed you, I'm sorry. But if my channel has piqued your interest, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. Have a good one.